Okay, secular homeschoolers, it's what you've been asking for, my favorite secular homeschool curriculums. Ready? Let's start with Time for Learning. It's like K-12 public school. It's self-paced and interactive. Your kids can highlight and use electronic sticky notes if they want to record something. It's also designed so kids can learn independently, which is great for busy parents. But unlike public school, your kids will actually get a good education. And it's pretty thorough too. For example, middle school covers algebra, geometry, ratios, life, earth, physical science, and reading comprehension, writing, critical thinking. Social studies is all about world history, different cultures, and geography. They get to learn about early mankind and the development of societies. But rest assured, they won't learn about Adam and Eve and how they brought sin into this world by disobeying God, because it's secular. Time for Learning even offers preschool. One of the coolest things about this one is that it has automatic record keeping and grading. It keeps track of your kids' progress so you can print out reports and create portfolios without doing any work. Did I say this was great for homeschooling working parents? Yes. And there's one other great thing about this program. It comes with a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you can get your money back on it. The downside is that it is subscription-based, so it can be a little pricier than some of the other curriculums. If you have more than 5 extra kids though, it is 30% off. At that point, I really think you need a break though. Overall, I would give this curriculum 4 out of 5 stars. I'm taking 1 off because it is a little bit hard on the bank account. And speaking of the bank account, the next curriculum is free. It's for grades K to 5. Under the Home is a Charlotte Mason homeschool curriculum. It has tons of online lessons to customize for each of your children. It even has lesson plans, reading lists, and activity ideas for covering reading, writing, math, science, history, and art. The website also works with desktops, laptops, tablets, and smartphones, whatever you want to use, or whatever kids like. And you can all log in from different devices if you want, which is especially great if kids aren't getting along. Now, while this one is secular, it does sometimes present a Christian worldview. One of the examples is in 3rd grade history. The first 3 chapters teach evolution, but Christian homeschoolers can jump into chapter 4, kind of like cutting to the front of a really long line. Secular homeschoolers are free to check out the first 3 chapters about billions of years, and while this curriculum will not teach them about heaven and hell, world history and a lot of the other subjects in this curriculum are written from a Christian perspective. Overall, I give this curriculum 4 out of 5 stars because it calls itself a secular curriculum but sometimes presents a Christian worldview. And while we're talking about stars, what about a curriculum that caters to gifted and struggling learners all the way from preschool to high school? Moving beyond the page includes the usual language arts, math, science, social studies, and even assessment tools to track your child's progress. Their motto is read broadly, think deeply, learn creatively. Sounds pretty good to me. It's a literature-based curriculum that teaches creativity and critical thinking and caters to different learning styles. Think ecosystems in a jar, writing persuasive essays, and making a pioneer dinner party for your family. Sounds pretty good. And it's secular, so your kids won't have to learn about Christ dying on the cross for their sins. And though it's for gifted students, it works for most other types of students anyway, because it's about working on your child's strengths. Just pick the right age level and your kids should do fine. You'll even get lesson plans, and it's not just online too. There are also paper-based options where you can get hard copy material if that works better for your family too. It can be a little bit pricey, however, so you can buy specific subjects or you could buy the whole school year, and if you do that, you'll get 15% off. And they also give you online access if you buy the hard copy material. Overall, I give this 4 out of 5 stars because of the pain your wallet might feel if you buy a whole year's worth of material. Really quick, if any of these sound good to you, the links are in the description box below. Want another curriculum that teaches critical thinking skills though? Check out Oak Meadow. It's similar to Moving Beyond the Page, but even more creative. This one is accredited and it is for preschool all the way through to high school. It includes subjects like language arts, math, science, and social studies, and teaches life skills too. And of course, there are lots of hands-on activities. But Oak Meadow is all about experiential learning. This means your kids get to learn the core subjects, but also creative problem solving and artistic skills. And it does a great job matching lessons and skills to the right age levels. It's not a one-size-all-fit curriculum. Your kids can choose from different learning styles or use the one that works best for them. They also try to connect what your child is learning with the child's own personal interests, which makes learning a lot more fun. Another really cool thing is that you can use this curriculum as an independent homeschooler, or you can get their distance ed program, which is the accredited version. This version has certified teachers who actually help your kids to learn online. But even if your kids choose to learn independently, they'll still have access to that certified teacher. Not bad. And it's secular, so don't worry about the 7th grade book, which is called Counting on Grace. It's about a girl named Grace protesting about child labour laws. Not about the grace God gives through Christ because he took the punishment for our sins. Now the price for this one is about $600 for a grade level curriculum package. You can also buy separate books and lessons for less. And you can download and print off curriculum samples to kind of try before you buy. Overall, I give this curriculum 4 out of 5 stars because again, it is a little bit pricey, especially if you hear accreditation, think pretty pricey. But then you do get all the bells and whistles with accreditation too. And by the way, if you're wondering if you do need accreditation, I will link a video in the description below that really describes homeschool accreditation and why you might want it and why you might not want it. Check it out. So what if you don't like textbooks? What about using stories to teach your children instead? Beautiful Feet Books uses stories to teach history, geography, and science. Your kids can totally skip the dry, forgettable textbooks and instead learn their information through stories, through things that really ignite their imagination, their creativity. These books have storylines with characters that make a lot more sense to them than the dry textbooks. And there's also discussion questions so you can all talk about it as a family. It's organized by subject and it covers K through to 12th grade. So you just want to pick a subject and a grade level and then you can buy all the books you need. But the most interesting thing about this curriculum is that it's called Beautiful Feet, which is a biblical phrase. But don't worry, because it is secular. Your kids won't learn that the beautiful feet in the Bible refers to the people who bring the good news of Christ. But they will learn critical thinking skills and they won't have to put up with any busy work. And maybe the coolest thing of all, this one is pretty affordable. You can get the books from multiple grade levels, which means you're just halving your costs every time you add on a child for only about $200. And of course, books are totally reusable. Overall, I give this curriculum 5 out of 5 stars, and I have 5 reasons for that. Because it's creative, it's interest-based, it teaches critical thinking skills, it's easy to use, and it's affordable. There is another curriculum though that teaches through stories, and it's called the Great Books Homeschool Curriculum. It also uses a secular Charlotte Mason approach. So it educates kids through pretty influential books that have been stood the test of time throughout history. This program is for kindy, again, through to grade 12. It teaches classical literature, which a lot of schools these days do not do. It teaches history and science and art. And the cool thing about this one is that you can add, move, reschedule components to match your kids' needs. It even has automatic record keeping. Now this one is subscription based. It's $39.99 for the whole month, but it's for your whole family, so it'll cover everyone. And with this one, you can get a lot of the books from the library, which is great. And they have a free trial too, so you can check them out down below. Overall, I'm also giving this one 5 out of 5 stars, and again, I have 5 reasons. Because it is creative, flexible, emphasizes math and verbal skills, and has automatic record keeping, and it's affordable. Oh, that's probably 6 stars actually. I honestly really like that you can get a lot of the books from your local library. Just order them in. How about that for a cost-saving method? Now, if you like this video, obviously give it a like and a subscribe. And also check out my other video here on the best open and go homeschool curriculum programs around today. See you there.